Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Mr. Fred and Friends. I'm your host, Fred Schultz, and tonight we got a pretty good show. We had a great tournament. Tonight I'm going to have the owners of the Field of Combat Zone up there in Orville, California tonight. I'm going to have Mr. James Strutton and Mr. Jake Crulin on tonight, so that should be pretty cool. These guys are... They got a great field. Real quick, I want to say hi to a few people jumping in already. I want to say hi to Mr. Paul Farrell. I want to say hi to Mr. Stephen Snow and Mr. Mark Gong. And, Stephen Gumby. Gumby's on tonight, Santa Sola. Matter of fact, I was going to give a shout out to you, Gumby, because, a lot of people came out here for the tournament. I had the Master Blasters and the All-Americans, two top-notch teams from way back in the day. I used to butt heads against these guys all the time, and they came out to Combat Zone this last weekend to play in the tournament, and they did very well too. Both, they were like 1 and 3. They were just very well appreciated for you guys coming out and doing that. I thought that was really cool. We worked pretty hard. Hey, Ian Jacobs. Another one that came out here, man. Ian moved from here to back east, and then he came back out and played this. Ian runs the PBSL there back east, and I support the PBSL big time. I think it's a terrific organization, and I think Ian's a terrific person too. So I'm going to have Ian on again here in the next couple of weeks. He's really a terrific interview, and he's a great kid too. Really is. I want to thank, I'll give my shout outs in just a minute, but, I was so happy and thankful for the people that came out and for all the hard work that everybody put into this. Jake and James and Kiko and Dan Ringer and Rick Wilcox and Kathy Alvarez, Mike Baird helped, Derek Wright, all of these guys, they put their time in. Kiko, myself, and James lifted a lot of logs. Now, James is young, so I expect James to throw these babies around. But, me and Kiko, especially me, but, we all worked pretty hard, and the field was great. And there was no rain. God, I was sweating bullets, man. I was just talking in the green room to James, like 3 weeks out before this tournament. There's like a 60% chance of rain. And I'm like, oh, no. And as the time got closer and closer and closer, and everybody kept going, don't worry about it, Fred. It's going to be fine. Yeah, it's good. Man, it was absolutely beautiful. I absolutely loved it. Everybody had a great time. 99% of the people, anyhow. You can't make 100% of the people happy all the time, or otherwise you'd be a god. So that's just kind of how it works. But it is what it is. Oh, James Strutton. Ha, young. You are, to me, son, you are young. Anytime you're ready to trade, let me know. You be my body for 1 hour. You'd be crying. Believe me. So anyhow, I want to thank real quick a few people, because I know Tim and Terry Schloss came out to the game, and Dave and Tony Ruddick. Now, they flew out and they went back to Tom Gee this week is the extravaganza back east, and that's a big deal. And I was supposed to fly back to it, but I have an interview tomorrow up in Sacramento because John Amadia from Paintball Media is doing a biography, I guess, on myself in Constant Pursuit. So we're going up to film all of that tomorrow, so that should be pretty cool. And that's something you can be looking for on Paintball Media coming up here pretty soon. And also Combat Zone tune, you're going to want to stay in tune. James, Jake, and I, we're working on some stuff that we think in the future is going to be pretty cool. I think you're going to want to be involved. I think you're going to want to come up, and got a heck of a field, man. You open up. We played just a certain segment of this field. You open it up to the back section. I mean, man, it's like Star Wars back there, baby. And it's pretty cool. And they're going to be working on it, and we're going to be doing some pretty cool things, I think, together in the future. But if you get a chance, even without me, go up there during the week, during the weekend, get a hold of James, bug the heck out of him, man. He'll hook you guys up. Go out there and play some paintball or some airsoft. Okay, I always say it's combat zone paintball, but it's combat zone paintball and airsoft. I thought I'd throw that out way before I put James on because he's going to go, dude, I have airsoft too. I'm like, okay, it's okay, it's okay. So anyhow, great place to play. If you get a chance, go up and do it. James and Jake are very, very friendly. They run a very tight ship, and you'll have a lot of fun. So I already mentioned Tim and Terry Schloss and Dave and Tony Ruddick. I gotta mention Stefan. Yeah, I blow his last name all the time, so I'm just going to call you Gumby, buddy, because that's what I know you. He came all the way up from L.A. Him and Mean Gene. Mean Gene owns AutoCockerParts.com. Just two terrific people. And two other guys that flew from the East Coast out to help us out here in the band, and that was Charles Happy Halton and James Spike Stevens. And I appreciate all of those guys. I really do. I want to thank all of the teams that came out for this. I'm sure when Jake and James get on, they'll also thank these guys. But I want to thank all of the teams, and I want to congratulate the Master Blasters for first place, the Ironmen for second place, and the All-Americans for third place. And I got to tell you guys, this was close. I mean, these are three extremely hot teams. I played all of these teams 30 years ago, man. So these guys are still around. And let me tell you, they're still hot as ever. And the scores were very low. So, you could tell that they were pounding it out there. 10-minute games, it goes pretty quick. And then I got in Laytonville, there's a guy that owns a field up in Laytonville. And, everybody knows I try to push everybody to make everybody just rock and roll. So in Laytonville, he's going to have a scenario game. I'm going to talk about it next week because I don't have all the information tonight on it. But, it's all about promoting the sport of paintball. It really is. So let me give my shout outs real quick so I can drag these guys out and we can start talking about the tournament. I start every week with my good friend and a guy that came out and has worked extremely hard for a lot of years in paintball, invented the tiger stripe camouflage, which, is still probably the hottest item out there. Mr. Tim Schloss, and he owns Gateway Paintball in St. Louis. And that is where the final WCPL tournament is going to be held this year. And it's going to be in October. And I got to tell you, it's going to be pretty cool to go out there. And you will absolutely love it. James Stevens says the band is listening from the Extravaganza. I wanted to be there so bad. Tony sent me some pictures of everybody standing there, and I'm like, oh, geez, I wish I was in that picture. I really, really do. I was still thinking about flying out, but, I have to do the interview tomorrow for Paintball Media. It was just getting too jammed up, but I got to tell you, I would have definitely loved to do it. And Tom Gee, you're a great, great person. And I know you're going to put on a great event because you don't do it any other way. Everybody knows that. Absolutely. So I'm very, very happy for you. Really, really am. And then I got to say hi to Dan and John Colby. Dan's got his new field down there in Florida. It's called Panhandle Paintball. You guys get a chance, go check him out. Dan Colby, Air America back in the day, Immortal Air today, been my sponsor for over 30 years. Amazing. So you get a chance, you're going to want to go out there and check it out. I see Kathy Alvarez is watching. Right on, Kathy. A lot of these come up Facebook user. Now James just said, hey, Kathy. So I'm sure he's talking about Kathy Alvarez. But James, your name comes up perfect. I guess you're going to have to, when you get on, you're going to have to teach everybody else how to do that because it's pretty cool to see their names. I can do it, look on my phone, but I can't see it on the computer here. So, but anyhow, moving right along. Mr. Bud Orr. Bud Orr has been a friend of mine for many, many years. Just Autococker, Mr. Autococker. That's about all you can say about it. But he's just a terrific person. He was supposed to come up for the tournament. He wanted to come up so bad, but he got the COVID. So we all thought it was great for him just to sit back and relax because we want nothing to happen to Bud. I can't believe people calling me. So anyhow, that phone rings all the time. Yeah, real quick. I got my new phone. So my rest period is over. It was good to not have it for a whole week, I got to tell you. So anyhow, Bud's watching us tonight. Bud, we absolutely love you. And I told Jake and James that you're going to come up and we're going to hang out. And maybe we've got a little something we want to do this year, Bud, with Jake and James. And I'll be talking to you in the future here about it, or probably tomorrow when you call me, like you always do. And we will talk about that. It should be pretty cool. Stefan Snow saying hi to you, too. Stefan's a great, great guy. And I got to say, hey, real quick to Mr. Tom K, Airgun Designs. He was my second sponsor. My first sponsor was Mr. Ross Alexander from Line SI. I still have my original Bushmaster I played my first tournament with, 15-man. So I still have that too. And then I want to say hi to Rainey and Juby Boucher, had Paintball News back in the day. Mr. Randy Camilla, APG, Mr. Jerry Braun had Paintball Sport Magazine. And Jerry has the field out there in New York that the tournaments can be played at in June, I believe. And you're going to want to go to that one, too. That's going to be pretty cool. And, Rick Rico Fernandez, his is coming up in 6 weeks, WCPL down in Florida. You're going to want to jump into that. Rico's worked pretty hard on his field, too. I got to give all the fields credit this year, and that's why I was so happy with James and with Jake busting their butts to make this field a cool field. And it was a cool field. I mean, was it an easy field to play? No. Do you want an easy field to play? No. It was perfect. And, the rest of these guys that are putting their fields together, like the Ponderosa, Jerry's and everything like that, they're great. I just like a tough field. And this is not an easy circuit. You're not playing with chopped liver out here. These guys that you're jumping in here with, you're going to get both your feet wet because these guys rock and roll, and I absolutely love it. Then I got to say hi real quick to Mr. Jim Lively. And as always, and every week I say hi to the little gongs, Mark Jr. and Jaden. Now, I had those guys. I brought them out and introduced them at the tournament. Those are two terrific, terrific kids. Raised by a great guy. Mark Gong's a very, very cool guy. He really, really is. So anyhow, and I got to say hi to Gino from Belkin. Gino supplied the paint for me for the tournament, and it was very well appreciated. Anyhow, Facebook user, the field looked like fun. It more than looked like fun. It was fun. It was absolutely cool. That's all I can say. So anyhow, everybody, let me bring out my buddy here. See, I almost caught him drinking. I wasn't quick enough with my arrow here. So please, everybody, welcome Mr. William Bailey. What's going on, Billy?
Recuperating.
Yeah, I know. Bill had the COVID too, everybody, or otherwise Bill would have been out here also. So
Great.
yeah, you're gonna want to come out and check out this field, though, Bill. It was pretty cool. It's it rock and roll. That's all there is to it.
We're gonna try and get out there this summer. So.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, because Bud's gonna come up and I'm trying to put some stuff together with Jake and James, and which I think we're actually gonna make happen. And once that happens, I think everybody's gonna want to come out and do this too. So,
yep.
So without James Stephen, Billy. Yeah, there's a joke behind. Guys, Bill must know that, huh? Yeah, it's a sad joke, and I'd love to tell it if there wasn't kids watching. So, but anyhow, yeah, I know, huh? But I got a couple guys on tonight. I want to start with one of the owners. The other one is clicked in and clicked off, clicked in and clicked off. I don't know. He must be going to the bathroom. But we'll bring Jake up in a little bit. But I'm going to start with right now bringing one of the guys that actually worked very hard. This is half his field. He worked extremely hard with me to put this stuff together. We had some long hours. Please, everybody, welcome. Please, Mr. James Strutton. How you doing, James?
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing tonight?
We're doing good, man. Yeah, we were just talking about the field and how cool it was.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It definitely played different than I expected, and I built the damn thing.
Yes, you did. Yeah, it was. I liked it, and everybody that played it liked it because you don't want to go to a big tournament like this and have something easy. That's just not how this stuff works. And I love woods ball, and I know you loved it because you got it.
Yep. Yeah, and some of those bunkers I actually built, and I was thinking to myself, this is a trap.
And you were right on a couple of them too, buddy.
and then the screwed up thing is I found myself in those bunkers during playing in the tournament. So, it got me in the end.
That's how it works sometimes. Well, what do you say we pull up your partner here? Because I think he's out of the restroom now because I can see him moving here.
Hopefully he's washed his hands.
Oh. All right, everybody, please welcome Mr. Jake Krulin.
Hello.
Yeah, he did. You were right.
Yes,
You were
they're
right,
clean.
baby.
This is my bathroom.
How you doing, Jake?
Fantastic. How about you?
Doing good. Jake is coming from us live right now, everybody, from Predator Paintball in
Rockland, California.
That's right, baby. Matter of fact, I'm going to be pretty close to that tomorrow night. I'm coming up. It's between Sacramento and Rockland. I can't remember the name of it, but it's
Roseville.
It's I don't know if it's far as Roseville.
Citrus Heights, probably.
I had the name of it. Anyhow, yeah, we're coming up there to do an
furry
interview.
convention.
What's that?
Wasn't it that furry convention?
I was telling everybody, Jake, how you guys worked so hard to put this thing together. How cool it was, and what a great feel you guys got.
Well, thank you very much. Honestly, I didn't work very physically hard because I've got my store, but thank you to James and to you, obviously, and to Kiko and everybody else who helped. We could not have done it without you guys. It was an amazing event. I can't wait for next year. It's getting the ball rolling on a lot of good things.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And I was kind of putting out a teaser about maybe we're going to bring Bud up here. Obviously, Bud wants to come up, and I was putting out a teaser about we might be doing something cool in the future.
Yep.
So people, you're going to want to stay in touch, and everybody out there, if you get a chance to go play this field, go play it, because when something that I'm teasing about is going to happen, which will probably happen almost for sure, you're going to want to know that field. And take my word for it, you're not going to learn that field in a day. You need to get out there and play this bad boy, because there are so many different facets of it. It'll just blow your mind. And some of the stuff on it is just it's mind-boggling. I mean, unbelievable. The concrete things. Oh my God, it is just. I've seen that. I mean, my jaw dropped. It was a trip, man. Dave Wees Cook is watching us right now. Yeah, wow, we got 35 live right now. Oh, I'm liking that. Yeah, that's pretty darn good. But guys, James, you never. What I do is when I bring somebody new on here, you got to tell us how you got started in paintball. So you're up to bat. Now you're young. You can remember back then.
Young. You keep throwing this young word around. I am 40 years old.
Okay, well, you look 20, so anymore. That's not my fault.
Thank you. That's good.
I'm envious, but what the hell?
So about 15 years old, I started playing paintball. My mom got me a tiger shark. It was amazing. It was plastic. It did what it needed to. The next few years, I hooked up with some guys called the Cedar Ridge Rangers. They played with the Mad Dogs and some local guys up here that were representing JF Paintball and Airsoft in Grass Valley. A few years later, hooked up with some guys, Fatal Paint. We made our own team. Fatal's my boys. Fatal is family. That's kind of where my heart and my soul exists at. I've been playing since. I'm 25 years deep at this point.
Wow, very cool. Rick Wilcox just said you're still a pup.
Hey, Rick.
Yeah. That's a tease, Rick. Yes, sir.
Fred, to Rick, you're still a pup.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
I'm not talking about experience, just age.
I'll tell you what sucks is I'm 10 years older than he is.
I know it.
Oh, this is a brutal show already. I love it.
It could get more brutal. I've got some dirt on Rick, but I'm going to save that for later.
I love it. Yeah, Rick's a good guy. Rick did a great job at the chronograph out there. He hustled the teams out there. He got them set. We got 40 people watching. Wow. Yeah. And so, he did a great job. He got people out there. He got them hustled out there to do it because, we ran all this on one field. So it was get it on, period. And it went pretty darn good. And Jake's out there reffing. God, you must have lost about, 30 pounds out there, huh?
Yeah. I don't know if my voice or my legs are hurting worse. Oh, my gosh.
Well, you heard Kevin, Kevin's captain of the Master Blasters, everybody.
Yep.
He couldn't even talk. He's like, that's how he was talking.
I'm surprised we didn't see Jake running around with his inhaler the whole time.
Oh, I used my inhaler 12 times on Saturday, and I'm supposed to use it 2 times twice a day.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for your service, sir.
And I was doing that in shorts. And I did that in shorts on Saturday.
Wow.
Not a smart
thing. Jake, you've been on before, but I don't believe you've ever said how you got involved in paintball because you're from Missouri, and that's where Billy's from.
So,
that's where Billy is. What the hell?
Yeah.
Not only from there, he's stuck there.
Yeah. So, I call it hell.
Yeah.
Let's see. In '97, my brother, he was 16 at the time, and I was 21. And he was like, "You want to open a paintball field?" I was like, "Sure." I've never even played paintball. That sounds like a good idea. And I owned a paintball field before I owned a paintball gun. It was kind of crazy. We had Tippmann SL68 2s as rentals, and we had a Hammer 7, or just a hammer.
Hammer 2.
Just the old Kingman hammer. And everybody would fight to get that hammer because it had that crown point barrel. You go ting, ting, every time, and it was pretty darn accurate for a gun back then. But yeah, it was a fun time in the '90s. Just running around in the woods in Poplar Bluff, Missouri, Ballistic Bends Paintball Park. Then my brother, about 3 years after, went to the Air Force, and it was just like, yeah, this is too much for one person to do. So I became a sports writer for a local newspaper, and was a sports editor for about 15 years. And talked to my brother about 6 years ago, and he was like, "Hey, you want to come out here to California?" And I was living in Tennessee, moved out to California, and have been in paintball ever since. Back in paintball. So,
well, I'm glad you and James were in it because you guys got a heck of a field, and we put together a pretty cool thing for last week, and got a lot of good notoriety. A lot of people wish they could have made it and didn't, but I think we're going to get a lot more next year. Next year, we're going to be a little more organized and maybe have a couple more fields and a bunch more teams. What do you think, guys?
Definitely more organized and definitely more teams. Yeah, heck yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's go.
it's going to be great.
Good attitude. I like that.
It's going to be awesome. I've already been talking to a few teams about, hey, when we announce the date, you guys want to do it again. So,
yeah. Well, the guys that came out, we'll get more teams from back east now, too. You got to realize that things were a little crowded back there at this point in time. I was very, very pleased that the Blasters and the All-Americans made it out there from there. The weather was extremely bad down there back east. So they made it out. Some of them got hung up in Arizona and so on. Mark Gong definitely needed an RV hookup.
Yep.
There you go. So Mark, you just like calling a wine? You had an RV.
Like it, huh?
What do you need you had an IV. What do you need a hookup for? Man.
You got 4 walls. Who needs what?
Mark Gong, great. Hey guys, I'm going to bring in a guy to help me work. He worked really, really hard with me for like 6 weeks on this, man. And he worked really hard during the tournament, too. He got the heck shot out of him. I won't say he got a bad shot, but I won't say where it was. But
hey, I'm sorry to interrupt, but is anybody else having trouble hearing? Is there a lot of feedback?
Hello?
It's just me?
No.
Just you.
No.
You need some earbuds.
Okay. Well, I don't, but I'm gonna go ahead and head off. because I can't hear, and I got a couple things I got to run, some errands, but I got to take off.
Well,
But
Jake,
I will talk to
I'll let
y'all.
you say goodbye to everybody then. Go ahead, pal.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a good night. Thank you so much, Fred, for bringing the WCPL into fruition, essentially, and having Combat Zone being part of that. We are truly honored to be the field that will always be the inaugural host of the WCPL.
It is absolutely right. It can never be changed.
No matter how
Absolutely
hard
right.
anybody else
Cannot
wants
be undone.
Bye,
That's right.
Jake.
Thank you, guys. You'll have a fantastic night. I will be listening.
Sounds
night,
good,
Jake. Love
buddy.
ya.
All right, Jake. All right, everybody. That's Mr. Jake Crillin. That's James's partner. Great guy. He ran his butt off, man, out there roughing and stuff like that. And James, I know you ran your butt off, but you played.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did a good job too.
I
Damn
tried.
good job. You know,
I don't know how good it was, but we tried.
You were in with some heavy hitters, partner.
I felt it.
You know, and when we all started, matter of fact, let me bring up a couple guys real quick here. I'm going to bring up Kiko Man. Kiko Man worked extremely hard with me to do all of this. So,
And I don't mind saying he got shot right in the balls.
he did too. You know what I do? I usually don't say it that way. I call it the shoelace shot, because when you get hit there, you see nothing but shoelaces. You know, but he took it pretty well. He took it pretty well.
How are they
Are
feeling?
you done?
That stab worked, huh?
If my balls could talk, they say "F you."
I love it. Well, it's a good thing they can't talk, because I can't imagine
Like,
what's come
help.
out of them.
Why? Why? Now I talk like Mickey Mouse. That's my cat.
All
All right,
right.
cat.
Right on. So how you doing today, buddy?
I got in from work a little bit ago. You gave me a call. I said, "Hey, man, Kiko, you got to come on the show and save me." I said, "Okay, I'll carry the rest of you guys now." Yes, and I did get shot
and
in the
we've been
penis.
waiting for that, you know.
Yep, and I carried all you guys. I'd like to thank my mom. How it started for me, I was conceived. I remember it like it was yesterday, 60 years ago. You guys should have been there. It was quite spectacular, the conception.
Yeah, we went from 42 viewers to 3. What the heck happened?
Oh, yeah.
The minute I brought you on.
Go away.
That's the
I'm not
heavy
here.
breathing. I warned about him last week, and he just
I'm not your father, James.
Listen next time.
I was snoring.
No,
it was a great event.
I got my head ref on here tonight too.
No, it ain't happening. You know I don't like that dude. He doesn't work well with us.
You should have heard these guys over the radio. It was amazing. It was like,
oh, I did. What do you think I was crying half the time for? What's going on, Danny?
I'm not talking.
How's the coffee, Dan?
Here.
How's the
What can
coffee?
I say?
Hey, that job's taken.
Yeah, everybody, this is Mr. Dan Ringer. Dan was the head ref out there. He was the ultimate ref. And did a
I don't like you, Dan.
A Facebook user says, "Hi, Dan." So
Yo.
your wife must be watching.
No, she's watching.
That was
this.
Kathy. Kathy said, "Hi, Dan."
Hello.
Oh, is that who it was? See, I can't read all of this stuff. You know, I get nothing but.
I don't like Dan.
James says he was going to help me straighten this out, but he told me to go home. So that was the end of that.
Don't blame me.
Dan left me at the hotel.
Oh yeah.
I like
This is a
Dan.
good one, right? So we're in the hotel. We're staying at the casino, and Kiko's
You mother.
like doing the Kiko thing, and he says, "I'm hurt so bad. I'm just going to stay here." I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm out of here. See you later."
He's making this up.
No, I'm not. So I'm.
I
like,
refute
that way,
these allegations.
You know, I get this call from this mouse. Oh, I'm sorry, Kiko. It's like,
Mouth,
"Dude,
yeah.
you love
Please, please,
I'm like,
Daddy,
"Of course I
why?"
love you. You said you were going to stay here. I even told the hotel when I checked out, I still got somebody in there. Should make you walk.
You didn't, huh? You come back. You knew.
I went back and got you. It's no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fight.
We need it.
We're fighting.
I know.
Hey, James, your pizza there now?
Pizza. I got
hoping.
pizza.
I see food. I don't think it belongs to me, though.
Oh, is that right? Right on. Well, real quick, guys, I was talking about there's an extravaganza going on back east right now, and it's a hell of a deal. And a couple of the people that are there, actually 4 of the people that were at the tournament with us, James, are there right now.
Are you going to bring them on?
I'm going to bring them on right here.
Oh, no way. I know her. I know her.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, no. I know her too.
Look at this group.
Somebody stop me.
How's that for a deal, buddy?
There you go. That's how you stop you.
We got all the hitters here for you.
I flirted with at least half of those people this weekend.
You did, James. You met all these people. Oh, yeah, everybody this weekend. So, Tim, you guys having a good time out there? Tony sent me some pictures earlier.
If you're not here, man, you're missing the party of your life. Deal. Lots of great people. It's wonderful. Weather isn't as good as it was in California, but who cares?
Yeah.
we got
Say that because you have to.
We got Tony. We got Alex. We got Alex. We got Spike. We got Paintball Dave. We got Rose. We got Fred bigger than me. Greg Hastings. We got all of them. We got all the all-stars, man.
Outstanding, my friend. Yeah, I definitely wish I was there.
Where's Tom? Tom D's here. Where's Tom?
You got to drag Tom out.
We got the face. We got the pretty face from the band. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, I want these guys to meet Tom too. Yeah, these guys I got on here, James, Ringer, and Kiko. They're going to meet all these guys eventually. What a great group we get to run with, huh, Timmy?
No, we're really lucky. Yeah. And hey, I gotta say something. There's all kinds of love. Paintball's exploding out here, and I want to say an extra special hi to the Gong kids, man. Jaden and Mark Jr. It was a pleasure. Come on, get in here, Tom. Come on, get in.
Mr. Tom Gee, everybody. How you doing, Tom?
I'm doing good, Fred. Sorry I missed you on the left coast.
Yeah, well, I knew you had something going, and I wanted to be there also, buddy, but I couldn't. I can't get away. I've got to go up. John Amadea came out, so I got something I have to do with him tomorrow. He's doing a bio on Constant Pursuit and me, so we're going to go up and we're going to film that tomorrow.
Good. So the bio on you is like turn your head and cough.
Yeah, you were watching, huh? So that's how you got arrested, impersonating a doctor? Turn your head and cough, yeah. So how's that going out there?
It's unbelievable. I'll tell you something. This jelly ball thing is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I tell you what, the interest is fabulous.
I said that was a growing thing. It was a big thing, and it's going to keep on growing too. As a matter of fact, we had somebody that was going to bring it out to the tournament in Orville, and because I wanted to show James and Jake and them, but they couldn't get it out there. So it's probably a good thing too. I don't know where they were.
Oh, we've got them. I've got a private party in a week for those jail blasters.
Oh, do you?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, James, where do you go? A private party out at the field or at somebody's location?
We could go to somebody's location. We also do it at the field. And the other fun thing is we found an adapter to let us run the airsoft tracers on them. So we actually have glow-in-the-dark gel blasters, so you can get into it in the pitch black, and it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, when we were up at Jake's store a couple of months ago, we turned all the lights off in the store after we
I was there.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
And we shot the heck out of the walls.
Say no more. We don't need to know about your Saturday night.
Is this something about the furry suits? You guys were talking about furries earlier.
What's that?
I said you were talking about furries earlier. Is this all
related? Oh, yeah. No, this doesn't have nothing to do with furries. I think they were referring to Jake's beard. You know, what's funny, if you look at the middle segment of this show right now,
Bestiality.
there is so much
It's
trouble
not
in one
bestiality.
box. There is so much trouble in one box. You cannot even believe it. I mean, look at it. Look at it. That is all trouble right there. Yeah. Bill's pointing to it, right? Yeah.
The other way.
Has nothing to do with us. Yeah, no,
Hey,
not at all.
Hey, Fred, how did you get B to say anything? There's no conversation. You gotta
Dan's
come out of
pointing.
the shell.
She's ticklish.
Hey, Fred, have you ever done remote?
You guys
I
got
don't want-
Rose
I want-
there.
Do you guys do
got
remote
Rose
stuff like
paintball,
this
huh?
before? Because
What's
this
that?
is technically almost awesome. If we could hear you guys just a little bit more, you guys could do this type of broadcast a lot of times. Like, we all have to be like really quiet to hear you. We're partying over here, so you have to bear with us. You have to bear with us. But I want to. I want to encourage you to do this more because it's very easy. We have this phone, we have all the things except for your volume. But other than that, this is fantastic. We should do this again.
Well, you know, I could put my lips on the camera like you just did, and it'd probably be louder.
The first thing is a whole.
Oh my God!
Hey,
You
Fred,
guys
you
got
know that golden jelly ball? This is Mr. Jelly Ball.
Hey, Fred, how's it going, man?
Oh, is that right? Right on, man.
I feel like I'm in the wrong window.
Yeah, no, yeah. We all want to be in that window. You know, that's the sad part about it. You know, that's what they all jumped on to tease me. That's the tankster, huh?
Tank floating around someplace.
Is he there?
I don't know where you went, but.
Baby tank is here.
You should
Yeah.
change people right here, something.
That is Rose, huh?
The air right there.
Let me see if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this or not. There's a way to make you guys big. I don't know if I can do this.
Size of big.
I don't know how to do this. I'll probably blow it.
Oh my God.
Wow. So,
Seniors gone wild.
yeah, seniors gone wild.
Yep. The golden girls meet the golden guys.
Keep your clothes on. I got
See, James, that's what happens when you get old. Take note.
I'm right around the corner. Around the corner.
All right, all you guys out there that nobody you can't hear.
One at a time. One at a time.
Okay, guys. Yeah.
The ball-headed guy. Tell the ball-headed guy to speak. One at a time.
Which one?
Yeah. Clap now. Everybody clap.
Everybody
All right,
sit
everybody
tight.
stand up. Stand up. Everybody stand up.
Everybody sit tight. I want to see if I can make a big real quick.
nice picture, though.
We're trying to get the volume up. Right. This is almost perfect.
Where the hell's my settings? What the hell just happened here? Who's sleeping?
She's much better looking at the
Monthly, yeah.
No disrespect.
We're back. Are we back?
Yeah.
Hello.
We're
I
back.
gave you a raise, though. Hey, real quick, is that Rose Paintball up in Montana?
Says you're in the show. Just so you know, they can all hear it.
Is that Neil Diamond? I see Neil Diamond back there. I'll take Neil Diamond for 5,000.
Well, I was trying to get the volume.
Somebody get the volume. Somebody help him.
Or somebody
Turn 'em
take
Volume's all the way up.
It's like a human pyramid.
Dan,
Whatever they're on, I want some.
Dan.
Oh
Oh my ears.
Somebody help him.
The Wild Bunch.
It is the Wild Bunch. I asked a question 10 minutes ago and still haven't got an answer.
That's what happens when you have a bar.
Yeah, well, you know what? They did. They got an open bar.
Yep.
You know, that's,
You
you
can
know, they're
tell.
all hammered. Yeah, they're out there hammered. Yeah, and Stephen Gumby says pure chaos.
Yeah, Kiko's got open frickin' Cheetos.
Yeah, Cheetos got ringer with
Tacos.
a beer. What you drinking,
Tacos.
It's,
Danny?
sparkling water. 0 carb. Sparkling water.
Shut that word up in your goddamn. Eat some cheese, go boy.
Oh, they're gone again. Oh, and they're back.
Wait. So these
Hey guys,
settings,
hey,
Oh, we're
guys,
playing,
and I
guys.
want to get speakers.
Are you on airplane mode? No.
guys, you can't.
I want to get
hear you.
speakers.
Oh,
I'm tickling you, Kiko.
I put them on. They come out dark. So Dan, real quick.
So cool thing
In my
is,
ear, right there.
My microwave used, my Wi-Fi goes to hell.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do you think about the tournament overall, Danny?
I thought it was good. There were a lot of really, really good players there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Things synced up. When they started syncing up, we got more refs. You know, Jake and some of the Wolverine guys that we brought out, they were really, really good. They really helped sync things up a little bit. We struggled probably a little bit earlier on the reffing, but I think we got that
Don't blame
straightened
me.
out, and we sailed right through the
I'm
semis
fine.
pretty cleanly and through the finals. Watching those guys play was a lot of fun from my perspective. Really liked it. You got the typical stuff that goes on, and you're never going to get away from it. But it was certainly good and certainly fun. It was actually calmer than I think some of the tournaments that I used to play in back in the late '90s. I mean, hell, we had fist fights right on the field.
Oh yeah,
I say nobody
Nobody
tried to fight each other as far as
Yeah,
No. No,
Kiko tried to start a little bit of fights, but
No.
seemed to resolve itself.
If they did,
They tried to attack me.
I was going to go start pulling players immediately. I think they noticed that right off the bat.
I have that video, by the way, Kiko.
I want to see it.
I'm sure you do.
I got my video of it too. I got my video
got
too.
seriously tested 4 or 5 times, and when that happened, I just went and started pulling players, and I'm like, okay, you want to use that language again? You want to do this again? I don't think you do. And when they got that message, things got straightened out a little bit better. And
when you do something like this, there's always somebody that thinks something went wrong. It's hard to do everything perfect. It's virtually impossible when you're doing something like this. But all in all, I thought everything went great. I thought James and Jake, they kept things under control really good. Danny, you did a terrific job as a head ref. All right. I got cats too. I love them. So is Kiko Man.
Well,
Good
Fred,
man,
there is a
James.
saying, you can't con a con man, right? And
That's why you got the
once
job.
they figured that out, we were all good.
Yeah, it was good. I was very, very pleased with everybody and very pleased with the field. I like hard fields. I like things that are tough to play. And and one guy came up to me after the first day and he goes, "You know what?" He goes, "We figured this field out now." He goes, "Now we're playing it different and it's working good." Because that's just how tournaments go. Danny and Kiko, you guys know, I mean, we traveled all over doing tournaments, man. We were gone, 6-7 times a year doing that stuff,
More than that.
More than that. Yeah, I know that. But the point being is we always had to figure out the fields.
Hell, I think you and I went out to the World Cup, went into Universal Studios. You got us in the back door. We did some kind of a video out there where I was in I can't remember what the name of that video was, but I was some guy.
The Fun of Paintball with Fred Schultz sold 1 million copies, baby.
Hey, Fred, try and get Tom and then.
Here you go, James. Here you go, James. Up. I'll give you my drink.
Hold that one talk at a time, guys.
All right. You're welcome.
Go ahead, Billy.
I
I gotta take it back.
Kiko. Go ahead,
Try
Bill.
and get Tom and them guys back on again. He just messaged me.
They went black.
They said they should be able to be back on now.
Yeah, 'cause they went black, but they got to talk one at a time too. Yeah, I can't. We had a lot of viewers on. They got to talk one at a time.
Yeah, James was a huge help. James, I can't tell you how much we appreciated the work that you guys did out there with us. And it was just, it was crazy. We could have never been as successful as we were without you and some of the guys you brought out to do that. I mean, it was really above and beyond the call.
It was. And Kiko, I got to give a lot of.
Yeah, definitely.
Go ahead.
Holy shit lights. As far as that goes, definitely big thanks to my guys, my CZ Legend guys. They came out and they hustled booty for us. They really worked their asses off, building bunkers and moving dirt. And hell, just filling in the pond was a huge thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man, you went out there like 2 or 3 times and pumped it out. And finally, it kind of started staying down there. I actually saw some players running through, and it was just like you said. It was kind of rocky bottom, and it wasn't all that bad.
It was solid.
Pretty good.
I went through it game 2, so if I could do it in game 2, everybody else is going to be fine, right?
Right.
I smelled bad all day, but I did it.
Sure it was that, right? Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
you told me before the tournament too. You were going to run through that.
Yep. Yep. All my promises.
That's right, you did.
And you did it, huh? Yeah, I thought everything went good. I thought the reffing was terrific. You're always going to get somebody that doesn't like the refs. That's just. I've never been to a tournament where 100% of the players go, the reffing was perfect.
Oh God, if that happens, there's something wrong, Fred.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody showed up. That's
there's
what
not
happened.
a serious amount of, you pulled me for the wrong reason going on, then something's seriously wrong.
Yeah.
Are they back on again, Fred?
Huh?
Are they back on again? They said they've signed back in.
I don't see
Don't do it.
No, I don't see them. I'll wait and see though. But we got Rico Fernandez watching now. That's what I was talking about earlier. Rico's is down there in Florida, and it's in about 6 weeks. So, I got to tell you, I am absolutely waiting to go down to do that. I'm excited. For a couple of reasons, actually. I'm excited to go down there and see his field and play it. But I'm excited to meet Rico too. Rico has done an awful lot for the WCPL. He's done a lot of the legwork that we haven't had to do. Now, obviously, he was going to be the first WCPL event out, but he had an operation. And so that's why we swapped it around, and I took the first one like that. And then
like a champ.
Which was cool. I had Kiko, we were trying to find a good place to do this. And Kiko goes, I know a great place to do this. He goes, let's go up and talk to the owners. And that would be James and Jake, So we went up and talked to them, and and I was very impressed with them right off the bat when I talked to them. And
anyway, you said the first time.
Yeah, and I don't jump in to do a lot of things with a lot of people. I pick and choose big time, and I'm grateful I get to have that type of opportunity to do so. But I kind of thought that it would turn out pretty good, and I was right. I made the call, and it was the right call. And I can't thank you enough, James.
I thank you for presenting the opportunity to us. Above and all, it was an awesome event. I haven't actually played much tournament paintball, so I've always done the scenario thing and the big games and just the rec stuff. And it was a great experience to kind of dive into it as my second tournament event, be fighting people like the Master Blasters and Iron Man and All Americans, and I felt it at the end of the day.
Oh yeah,
we had
trial by fire,
run.
man, for sure.
Oh man, it was great. And just being able to yell at Dan all day was the most important part of it. I don't know how many times I turned around and that guy had a cup of coffee in his hand.
I was like, okay, all right, I get it. Oh, that was James.
It was you. It was you, James, that shot me in my nuts, huh?
It might have been.
Confess it. The grassy knoll.
I will say, speaking of the grassy knoll, all the guys on the hillside, every time I ran fire truck, I shot the piss out of those guys, and I apologize wholeheartedly. I didn't mean to, but I meant to.
You know, one thing you got to learn is when you apologize, don't smile because it doesn't make it really believable.
I'm sorry. I said I was sorry.
I was getting kills. It didn't matter if they counted or not. I was getting my kills.
Yeah. Yeah, Billy, you were going to say something?
Says they're backstage. So
I don't see them.
Bay and pals are ready to get on.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see them right now.
We should spill onto the streets
Yeah.
like the riots of '68 and back east in.
Yeah. Well, you
That's
know,
the convention.
you know, James, you jumped in with some heavy hitters, buddy. You more than got your feet wet with these guys. You know,
Definitely. And
these
you know,
guys, it's a living for them. You know.
Sure. And one of the most awesome parts, and I will say that I'm going to call him over here in a moment. I got to play with my 14-year-old son Deacon, and this is our second event. So that in itself, you know, everybody says grow the sport. You can't grow the sport any more further other than having a child and forcing them into paintball with you.
Put them on.
So come here. He's currently stuffing his face with fruit snacks. Say hi, Deacon.
Now I'm jealous.
Snacks.
Yeah.
He's like 6'4".
This is appropriate. He is 6'4" at 14 years old.
14 years old, 6'4". Yeah. He goes
Does
up
he
and
know
goes,
how to
I'd
play
like to meet
basketball
my.
yet?
He goes, I'd
Fruit
like to meet my
snacks.
son. He's 14, and I'm like, how you doing, man? Jeez, how you doing this evening?
How are you doing?
Nom nom
He
nom.
says great. He's
Yeah.
just stuffing his face with fruit snacks.
Little
Fruit
Kiko.
snacks.
That's little Kiko, man.
Wave goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Hey, it was great meeting you. It really, really was.
He had a great time too. He learned a lot. Got himself stuffed in a couple times. So did I. We learned a lot. It was a great experience.
Yeah, you know, when we first started out years ago, you know, I wanted to play against anybody that was better than I was, because that's the only way that you learn and start building it up, you know. And I absolutely loved it. I really did. We're actually going up. Kiko and Dan and I are going tomorrow. We're going to do an interview or for a documentary.
Interrogation.
John Amadina. Yeah.
Yeah.
Constant Pursuit back in the day. So
Rock me,
that's going to be a
Amadeus.
lot of fun. Yep.
Yeah, we
that's
used to
gonna be
go
an
play
Yeah, if I can
every
help it.
weekend. We played every weekend no matter what. Yeah, we'd go out to Modesto. Remember that? We'd
Nobody's
go back
talking to you.
toward Modesto in that in Hetchy Hetchy area. You, me, Rich Telford,
Yep.
Pat Rader, Ricky.
What's his name?
Remember the sand part of that? They had
Oh,
that,
yeah.
like man, you'd
Right.
run through that sand all day. You knew you worked. Believe me.
Ricky Zanaus was out there with the Iron Man. Pat Rader was out there with the Iron Man, and just last weekend,
Sharansky was out there.
Telford.
Wow, the Black
I called
Sunday.
Telford. I tried to
Telford.
get him out there, but he was busy.
Yeah, somebody said nothing better than playing paintball with your son or daughter. That is absolutely right. And
That's the truth. There's not much more to it. You know, back in the day when, you know, I was trying to sneak away to get my paintball events, it was kind of a trick that I could take the kid and not get yelled at, you know. But then I was like, wow, this is kind of amazing that I and my son can experience something that not only I love, but he loves, and I'm not even forcing him to do it.
yeah. But, you know, having your son is like having a guy in a tower.
Yeah. You know, Kobayashi said at one point, one of my favorite matches, Kobayashi ended up smoking me out of the fire truck. I was backpedaling, and he caught me off guard, and he nailed me. And a moment or two later, Deacon came around the corner, bunkered him, and then moved on to a guy up on the left flank, and it was pretty impressive. You know, it was awesome to hear about it afterwards. I of course was walking off salty, but whatever.
Yeah, Stephen Snow jumped in, and Stephen Snow is one of those guys that I'm actually proud to call a friend. He's the kind of guy that's extremely good for paintball. Anyhow, he says, I'm taking my dad to play paintball for the first time soon. He's almost 70. That is outstanding. Very, very cool. I love it. And Stefan, you are a great guy, too. Oh, here we go. Let's see if I can get him out here. Here we go.
Who it is now?
Kobe. I got the Welch to show for it, too.
Yep.
Yeah, he was out there.
Yeah,
here
we
we
had
got
some good
Bud
ones.
Orr.
Chatting on. I'd be going there checking these bunkers, and the guys, and I would just get railed.
You
on.
didn't check no
I'd get shot like
bunkers.
20 times, and I just sit there.
You sat off to the side.
Tom Geese says we're
I
backstage.
turn around and walk away nonchalantly.
Bud Orr said everyone did a great job and it was a great tournament. Thanks to everyone involved. Awesome event. Thanks to all the teams that attended. Sorry I couldn't attend. Love you all. You know, Bud, we wish you could have been there too. But you know, we got some other things that I'm putting together to do here up at Combat Zone. Paintball and airsoft. There you go, James. And
Airsoft, thank you.
Yeah. I said paintball and airsoft. And anyhow, we'll be talking, Bud, because I definitely want you to get up here and enjoy it. These guys are great. The feels, you got to see it. Can't explain it.
Where's your Colt 45 gun there, Fred? Didn't you buy a new gun?
I was going to mention that in just a minute too. I wanted to put this stuff in snow though. I told him I was proud to call him a friend. You know, like I say, this guy. There's a way to build paintball, and the way you build paintball is with people that have respect for someone else. And
100%.
this guy has, you know, there's got to be respect. Period. You know, without respect, it'll never grow. And Stephen Snow, one of them guys, is just terrific. And Bud Orr says, I will be there. You know, big brother, I would expect that from you. You're the man. But I got to show everybody something really, really quicker. I think is so cool. What's his name?
Cool.
Bill Holston, right?
Bill
What's his name?
CCM,
It's me.
CCM Paintball. Let's go.
Check this out.
I endorse that endorsement.
Is that
That's
cool,
cool.
or is that cool? Now let me show you guys something.
I've been shot by one of those. Actually, down at Decayed Nations, they do a pistol championship. The guy almost freaking got me. I took the win on that one though. Take that.
These guns are badass.
These they are. I mean, they feel the weight of a real one. That's the shell. He actually takes the shell and he hollows out the back of it so that the air can go through. But it's a real shell for this. He mills these things so they look exactly like the marker. And it's got a CO2.
Single action or double action?
Single.
There you go.
So when you're pulling this out of your holster, you're going to want to pull this up as you're pulling it out to make the shot.
You ain't been practicing fanning it?
No.
Gotta learn how to fan it.
Yeah. That it? I'll forget it, Kiko. Too fast for you.
This town ain't big enough for me and you. Somebody's got to go. See?
Kiko,
yeah, I want you.
I challenge
no, I want you after I get done with him.
High noon.
Take a number.
Hey,
Take a number.
Fred,
Fred,
maybe you could use that and have Kiko be your cameraman, and you guys could film something for us.
We could do that. I got a shirt.
We're already doing it.
I got a shirt with a target on it.
It's me and Kiko. It's me and Kiko. We're fighting.
What's his name?
What's his name?
Me and what's his name? We're doing this.
My name is what? Chicken avocado tostada.
Yeah, in a couple weeks, we're actually going to have Bill on, and I don't know if I'm going to put him on remotely like this, or if I'm going to take Kiko and drag him up to Bill's shop so we can actually watch him do it. But we got some good shows coming up, everybody. You know, we're gonna,
You would be lost.
We're going to go down to Field 1 and do a show down there, which should be pretty cool too. So
Bobblehead.
All right, Kiko, you're first. Say goodbye to everybody.
All right, can I say my obituary?
Quick.
All right. Combat Zone, this event was very good. Like they were saying, refs, it's tough reffing. Okay, they want us there, they don't want us there. They want to push the limit. I'll leave it with that. It's hard to ref. I don't hold nothing against it. I just call them as I see them, man. And I understand in the heat of the moment, people get mad. I don't begrudge anybody. You can hate on me. I really don't care. I'm not vindictive. Even though you guys shot the crap out of me, somebody had to been
in the balls.
I'm sure you deserve it.
I had 31 welts
You
on
didn't
me.
have to listen to his snoring.
31. Either I was
29
either
of them
I
was
was
in the
over
testing.
reffing. Yeah, either I was reffing or somebody was headhunting me. But it was a great event. I met a lot of people. To all the people who are watching, I appreciate the kind words you guys said. Working with Fred and James and Dan. Looking forward to another one.
Sounds good, Kiko.
All right.
All
Take
right,
me out
buddy.
of
I'll
here.
see you tomorrow.
No.
'Cause we're heading
No.
up.
Give him the sky up.
No, not the face, Fred. Help.
That's funny.
Oh my God. Everybody
Kiko's
loves
literally
the
one of
crazy.
the funniest people I know.
Everybody loves
and I
the
think I've
crazy
known him
man.
for 30 years.
Yeah,
He definitely thinks he is.
that's Kiko. Bud says. So Dan,
Yes.
real quick, because we're running out of time. I want
Yes.
to thank you so much for what you did this last week, and you worked your butt off. You did a terrific job. You
Well,
really did.
I appreciate you also, Dan, regardless of what I said on field.
Yeah, that's okay. I know you're just kidding.
I was.
No,
I
it's not.
found no. I totally found a button, and he looked so haggard over there that I felt it needed to be pushed.
Yeah, I was pretty tired. Let's see. Yeah, literally, my feet.
Remember,
hurt
I brought
but
you
it's
beer
all right.
and water, though. I brought you beer and
You
water.
did a hot dog,
Uh-huh.
water. He kept offering me stuff, and I just kept.
I gave you my tube meat.
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
The big hot dog. It was fine. It was
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, thank
The water had drugs in it. It was Valium. That's why you
Right.
were making all them. Yeah,
The water was PBR.
It was just before the game with CG Legends. I'm not really sure.
Well, you guys put water out there.
Here,
and
drink this, Dan.
the guy said we had water out there on our side of the field where I was hiding over there. There's no way I was going to go there with Wilcox. He had that under control. Everything's great. If I went over there with all those,
He did a
people,
great
I'd never
job.
get anything done. So
Yeah,
I
he
hid
did
over
a
on the
great
backside.
job. So, I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. And one more time, I got to say thank you so much, Danny.
Well, thank you, Fred. This was great. All the people you had working out there were fabulous. Jake jumped in. Wolverines jumped in. It was good. Thank you.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow because Dan's part of Constant Pursuit back in the day, and we're going up to do our interview, huh, buddy?
Absolutely.
I'll see you tomorrow, Dan.
Looking forward to it.
All right, buddy. You have a good evening.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. That was Mr. Dan Ringer. Dan Ringer, I've known for a long, long time. The reason I made, there you go, right on. Very cool. The reason I made Dan the head ref is because, first of all, Dan knows his business. Dan's a no-nonsense guy, but he's a fair guy. And he was the man for the job, and I'm glad I picked him for that job. He did me justice, just exactly like I knew he would, too. I'm very, very proud to call him a friend also.
He stuck to his guns, regardless of how much I tried to shove him in.
I love it. Well, James, one more time before I let you say goodbye to everybody, I want to thank you so much for the event. I want to thank you for coming on tonight, but I mostly want to thank you for helping us with the event. You worked on the field with us. You worked an awful lot before this actually went down. It was kind of maddening. We had like 12 million cars out there, and you guys handled everything. And I just want you to know personally how much I really do appreciate it. And so did everybody that attended it. And like you say, we were the first WCPL event held.
Yes, sir.
And it was held in California at your field, Combat Zone, Paintball, and Airsoft. So I'll let you say goodbye to everybody.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. It was an amazing event. I hope to do definitely many more. Come check out Combat Zone if you haven't. We have, like Fred was saying earlier, we have some grounds out there that you can't really find in Northern California paintball. We're not flat. We've got lots of hills and varied terrain, fire trucks, ambulances, military vehicles. We got a helicopter body. Come check us out. CG Legends, CG. God damn it, Fred. You keep saying CG Legends and you got me stuck on it. We are CZ Legends. C as in zebra. California Zebra. Got it?
It's down pat.
Got
I
it.
thought California had the bear, but the zebra's fine.
CZ Legends, Combat Zone Legends. Let's go, guys. These guys helped me out. You know, the whole time I was out there, half of these dudes were out there, you know, helping me build bunkers, dig trenches, whatever we were doing out there.
Great group.
Trying to deal with the pond of poop water. They were busting their ass for us. Check us out, Combat Zone. Stay connected to our Facebook and all that kind of stuff. Make sure we do a bunch of scenario events and big games and stuff out there. Keep in the loop, and you guys will have fun on our field. I can promise that. To my boys, Fatal Scenarios, Fatal Paint, I love you guys. Fatal's family. We even had some extra guys that are Fatal guys out there. You know, Dak from Running with Destiny out there. He's a Fatal guy, regardless of what other jerseys he's wearing. He's Fatal. Fatal's family.
Very cool. Well, James, once again, thank you so much, and we'll be talking.
Love you guys.
All right, stay
Been a
safe.
pleasure.
Love you too, partner.
Okay.
Bye-bye. All right, everybody, that was Mr. James Strutton, one of the owners of Combat Zone Paintball and Airsoft up in Orville, California. And, you know, James brought out a good point. He says, come and play the field. Guys, go up there and play that field. So many different facets. And now there's a professional paintball field out there for, you know, to do big tournaments. So go check it all out. It was very, very cool. Who could be calling? Who's this? No, you guys went dark. Yeah, that sucked, man. You guys went dark. I don't know what happened. Well, we love you guys too, man. You know that. And here we go. Now I got you on speaker. You know, I appreciate so much you guys jumping on here. Yeah, it kind of made me jealous. I wish I was there.
Oh, we got a great time going. A lot of great people. Everybody was thinking about you guys, and you know, I got a bunch of people that said they'll come and play with us. We want to play. You know, need some players. I mean, it's cool. It's really cool.
Yeah.
But, you know, I can't tell you how much fun I had at your tournament. Man, great people. Just the kids were great. The kids that helped us out, I didn't get their names, but those two young men that helped us out were fabulous. Your refs were good. I mean, we've been talking about how much fun we had for the last, 3 days.
Oh, excellent. Well, that makes me very happy, Tim, because, everybody worked pretty hard to put that thing on. And, being the inaugural one out there is kind of rough. You're the last one on the docket this year. And I can't wait for people to come and play that one either. That one's going to be so much fun. And, I'm hoping maybe we could drag James and Jake out to that too. James says he hasn't been past Fairfield here. So we're going to get him out there and get him traveling a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm in a really enviable position because I get to watch, change a few things, as this thing goes through. We see what we need to do to make it even better than it was the event before. And I've got a pretty lucky position to be in, but it's going to be good. How about those Gone kids, huh?
Yeah, there's something else, aren't they?
Oh my God, I love those kids. They're great.
Yeah.
Mark's done a great job with those kids, him and Lily.
Absolutely. I did they got their cards, their trading cards, so they signed them and gave them to me. That's the picture that I've got out there, and that was so cool. That made me so happy. I loved it.
No, they're really, really, really cool. I don't think they believed it when we said they could play with us. They just, but it was a sincere invitation. And if they ever want to play again with us, I think that we should just make it an open invitation to them.
Yeah, I think we'll do that, Tim. I absolutely do.
No, but we miss you guys. Everybody understands, Billy's getting back on the men, Bud's getting back on the men. You're cleaning up from the tournament still.
Yeah.
I think next year for this thing, we need to get as much of us out here as we can because there's some really neat people that really, I can't tell you, it was almost like going to New York, the people that were coming up wanting to talk to us. And I didn't sign any autographs, but I sure talked to a lot of people and had people come up and talking to us and asking about you. And, it's just it makes you feel good, makes you feel like, well, maybe they do appreciate everything that we did for them over the years.
Oh yeah, well, Tim, I don't know a lot of people out there that has done more for paintball than you have, my friend. And no, I'm going to blow your horn for you. You got to be quiet for a second. I've watched you spend millions of dollars supporting so many different teams. If you look at it, the top 3 teams, the Master Blasters and the Ironmen and the All-Americans, what did they wear back in the day, Timmy?
Absolutely. We sponsored all of them.
That's correct. That's absolutely right. And here you still are supporting paintball. Here they are still playing paintball. What more could you ask? How cool is that? Now we're bringing more people into the sport. We're bringing Combat Zone into the mix with us now. Come on, it's cool.
Hey, I'm going to let you talk to somebody. You just got a 30-year achievement award. Hold on a minute.
Hey, Freddy.
Hey, what's going on?
Dave here, man.
Huh?
Paintball Dave here.
Yeah, I can hear you. I know who it is. It's unmistakable.
I got a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Oh, really?
As a field owner.
Oh, outstanding. Very well. You deserve that, buddy.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, well, in a few years, maybe we can get one of these guys to the guys at Combat Zone too. I thought they stood pretty tall. So another 28 years, and yeah, because James still a kid, man. 41 years old. I'm 41 years old. Yeah. Wow. I know it. That's why I laugh when he says it. I go, my God, I wish I was 41 years old. The only 41 I got going for me, I think, is my IQ. But Dave, I don't think anybody would deserve it more than you. I'm very, very, very happy that you got that. And you probably got other things coming up in the future too. I hear some stuff in the wind, but I can't say anything about it.
Yeah, huh? Gosh. I'm so humble.
Well, you should be.
I am so humble.
No, you deserve it. See, you don't understand. Oh, James said he's 40. Sorry. See, you throw an extra year at him to make him feel old, and you don't want it. Yeah, that's how that works. I love it. Well, you guys are having a good time. I'm so happy you guys made it back there safe. I was worried about you because you guys are like brothers to me. You guys know that.
Yep, and you are to us too.
I appreciate it. When we get together, it's not pretty, but it's fun.
It used to be pretty.
Yeah, when I was 40.
Right? When I was 41.
Yeah. I love it, man. You guys.
Man, here's Timmy.
All right. Hey, I love you, brother.
Care, my friend.
I love you, man.
I love you too.
Right on, pal.
Well, I guess you're probably about ready to sign off, aren't you?
Yeah, 15 minutes ago.
I guess we're on overtime now, right?
But either Dave does sound very humble or very tired. You know it?
He's overwhelmed, just like we all are. I mean, you know how it is. You go to these things and everybody's just you bust your ass. You know what we've done, what we've given up, and
yeah.
I mean, look at all the stuff. All of us, we busted our ass. We've done without to make this thing grow, and all of a sudden now some people are saying thank you.
Well, you know what?
It makes you feel good.
Why do you think I mention all these names at the beginning of every show? Because I don't want people to forget what really put this together. And whose name do I mention first, other than mine? No. I think it's you, buddy.
I'm going to tell you something right now. You are the definition of class.
Oh, I appreciate that.
And don't you ever forget it. We've been around royalty, we've been around executives, we've been around, and you go toe to toe with all of them, my friend.
I appreciate that so much, Tim. You really do.
Your wonderful wife. I love being around you guys, and anything that we can do for you, we're here for you, man.
Well, I appreciate that, brother. You guys just stay safe back there and give Terry a hug for me.
I'm going to do it, Freddie, and I love you guys, and I love everybody playing paintball, and I love this industry.
Love you too, brother. You stay safe here.
Bye.
Bye. All right, everybody, it was Mr. Tim Schloss. Tim Schloss had tiger stripe camouflage back in the day. And like I say, the guy has worked his butt off for a lot of years. And all the teams that have won in this tournament were sponsored by Tiger Stripe Camouflage, including me for many, many, many years. The guy is not just put a lot of money into it, but he's put his heart and soul into it too.
You know, something that you haven't said tonight?
I'm listening.
You haven't told anybody who took first, second, and third place.
I did right off the bat.
Did you?
Yeah, so when you were sucking down a soda.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah. Yep. Master Blasters first, Ironman second, and the All-Americans third. But there was a lot of great teams there. You know, there really, really was. And it was a very, very hard fought, you know, and there was a lot of guys that this was their first tournament, Billy. And you know, when you're jumping in with these guys, you know, you're in. That's it, you know, that's right. And win, lose, or draw, you got to give them nothing but respect for getting out and playing against these guys. And that's what makes you work harder at it, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Absolutely.
No doubt. That's crazy.
Well, we missed you not being here, Bill, but I'm going to let you say goodbye to everybody because we're really running along.
Yeah, it's running long. I've got 4 games I'd like to mention real quick.
Do it.
We got a Chili Bowl coming up at Extreme Paintball in St. Louis, February 13th. Then we've got Risk at Wildcat Paintball in Illinois, right there by St. Louis. That's March 26th, 27th. And then we got the Spring Pump event, and that's April 23rd and 24th. That's at Torrey's Field at Extreme. And then, of course, we got Monte Casino, April 31st and May 1st. So that's at Paintball to Go. So
next week, when we have the show next week, we'll talk a little bit more about those.
Yep.
So don't lose that list. Don't start building another marker on top of it and get it all.
Yeah, it's good luck with that. Yeah. Also, Jeff Thompson. He donated to the museum.
That is so cool.
Yep. That's pretty modded out for the day.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I'd like to say thanks to Jeff Thompson for that. That's awesome.
That was very, very cool. Jeff Thompson's a great guy.
Yep. Heck yeah.
Very, very, very great guy. All right, Billy.
All right, go get something to eat. We'll see you.
I'll do that. All right. All right, everybody. You know, I'm sorry I ran a little long tonight. It's pretty cool. I had some great people. You know, I love paintball. Sometimes I get rolling into it, and it's just hard to stop. If I kept going like I really wanted to, I'd probably be doing about a 12-hour show. You know, again, I want to say thank you to just everybody that was on tonight. You know, James Strutton worked very, very hard with me to put this thing together. His partner, Jake Krulin, very, very good guy, came out and reffed the whole time. I want to give big kudos to my head ref, Mr. Dan Ringer, because, you know, crap always rolls uphill. People say it rolls downhill. No, it rolls uphill. Take my word for it. I've been in charge for a lot of years, and it rolls uphill. I really, really believe that. So anyhow, I appreciate everybody watching tonight. You guys are absolutely great. Stefan Snow, I can't say enough about you. And Camera D Miro, I know I pronounced that wrong. I apologize, but thank you so much for watching tonight. I definitely appreciate it. And Bud, you know I love you, buddy. And I'll be talking to you. Things went really good. Very happy with the field. Very happy with the personnel that I put on to do all of this. And I'm very happy it's done. So everybody out there, next Tuesday, I'll have a great show coming up. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's kind of actually a special deal. But anyhow, please, I appreciate everybody watching tonight. So next Tuesday, please, at 7 p.m. Pacific time on Facebook on Flagpole Productions. Tune in. But until then, play hard, play safe, play fair. But get out there and play paintball, everybody. Bye now.